What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Blackblade, and welcome back to our Scion Molten Strike or vlog part 2 of our Scion Molten Strike crit build. Now, we did progress a lot. As you can see, I've started to get all of the life nodes here. We are now at level 75, by the way, and when we get to level 76, I'm gonna finish off by getting the last life node over here, and then as you can see, our life is at 3.8k. So I'm guessing that we're still not going to break even by getting into 4k by the next level. So with the other succeeding levels that we will get, I'm going to go over here on the Duelist skill tree, and then get all of the armor and evasion life nodes over here, all three of them, and then probably I'm going to get another life life node right there, and then finally I'm going to finish up by getting the wrecking ball. That's going to be at about 84 or level 85. Now if I want to push 3 more points, then I probably just go down over here and get another jewel socket, because I actually changed 1 or 2 of my jewel sockets. I've really since I've changed since I've changed the armor, I was lacking some cold resistance, so I needed to circumvent for that loss, and I removed the jewel socket here in order just to get a 15% additional cold resistance right there. I know it says 15% increased lightning, but I was re-rolling the gem and the jewel, and it's actually pretty hard to really get what you want. Although I did get a 0.23% of mana leech over there, which is quite helpful. Although I'm still not doing enough physical damage, so I'm still using a mana flask. All right, so again we did change another jewel socket right here, again in order for me to just max out my cold resistance. So when I finish getting all of the life nodes and then finish getting the wrecking ball, I'm gonna try and push this forward to probably get another jewel socket, and then get a critical strike chance, multiplier, or physical damage, anything to basically boost the overall DPS of the Molten Strike skill. So that's about it. I didn't change anything when it comes to the top. Still went with assassination right there, true strike, hard killer for life, and then profane chemistry, and then so went down here again, point blank. Oh yeah, and I did get the Hatchet Master over here, since I'm going to be using an axe, and this is going to be beneficial for us when we are trying to further increase the DPS of the Molten Strike. And then again, of course, we have the iron reflexes right there, and then the splitting strikes over here for some life leech. And yeah, so I guess that's about it for the skill tree. Let's get into our gear. For our weapon, we are going to be using the Atziri's Disfavour for this build, simply because this is the highest DPS axe that I have, and I really want to use it. But if you don't have it, then the next option would be the comms, what was it? The two-handed Comax, yeah. This is actually pretty cheap. If you can't have the Atziri, or if you don't have a pretty good a pretty good axe, or something similar to this one, or the Atziri, then one of the things that you could go for when it comes to axes, which is quite cheap, will be the comms primacy. Alright, so that's it for our weapon. For our rings, we are going to be using the Ramirez Banquet for our left ring. For our right ring, we are going to be using a 2-stone life ring with high roll of or a good roll of life, and then high roll of strength, and then cold and then lightning resistance. Then we get a pretty good 6 to 15% increased physical damage right there, and an additional plus 14% to all of our attributes. For our gloves, we are going to be using the Maligar's Virtuosity. For helm, the Rat's Nest. For our amulet, we are going to be using an Onyx amulet with a mod of 30% increased global critical strike chance, life, huge strength, huge addition to all of our attributes, plus 13% increased armor, and then we have a quite small plus 54 to our maximum life. For our belt, we are going to be using a rustic sash for this build with high life and then at least two very good roll of resistances. And finally, for our boots, we are going to be using a Goliath's Greaves, simply because this is the only boots that I have which has a huge life plus three very nice roll of resistances there. They are all very high when it comes to their numbers, and of course we have the 12% increased stun recovery, which doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so finally, what's connected to our Molten Strike will be lesser multiple projectiles, faster attacks, Multistrike, and then increased critical strikes. Now, the faster attacks is actually very optional over here. If you want to add, increased damage, then go ahead and do so. But for me, I'm just an attack speed junkie. So whenever I could add attack speed, I will definitely add it. It's very sad that I've only managed to able to 5 link this one. So yeah, I'm going to probably definitely 6 link this in the future. As you can see in my stash over here, I'm just gonna show you real quick. I am starting to collect a huge sums of amount of orb of fusings. When I get to probably 1k, I'm going to make a special video and see if we could probably 6 link our Atziri. As you can see, I'm not very rich. I only have like 5 exalted and 1 divine orb. Yeah, I'm not really rich when it comes to battle exile. All right, so let's continue with our other skill gems. Oops, what is that? With our skill gems, we are going to be using CWDT and Assassin's Mark for our curse. And of course, for our golem, we're going to be using the ice golem since we are crit, and then of course the blood rage is right there. And then for our other skill gems, we're going to be using leap slam with arctic armor, hatred for our auras, and of course we have fortify skill gem right there. And of course for our other skill gems, we are going to be using the typical combination of CWDT, immortal call, and then enduring cry. And then I decided to increased duration, I'm sorry, and then I decided to put the enduring cry over here. Now this set of this 6 link is actually a test of mine. I'm trying to experiment whether this will actually work. What we have here is a max level molten shell attached to CWDT, and then what's in there is added fire damage, fire penetration, increased area of effect, and dead life leech. So the idea basically is for the molten shell to give us a huge amount of life leech. I was actually experimenting whether I should put either increased critical strike chance over there or multiplier, but then I think the increasing the area of effect will be much more beneficial, so that we could hit as many monsters as possible when the molten shell explodes. Alright, so when it comes to our damage, the damage of Molten Strike is at 25. Yeah, is at, wait a minute, what is that? Is at 25k with the crit chance at 29.80%, and of course the critical strike multiplier is 316%. Of course the critical strike chance will go up as soon as we get all of the 3 charges. It goes up to probably what was it? I think 37%. Anyway, you're going to see it later. Yeah, so when it comes to our defense, our armor is at 5.4k with an estimated physical damage reduction of 41%. Of course, add the physical damage, mitigation from the Arctic armor, and we get a pretty good or a pretty decent estimated physical damage reduction. Of course, all of our fire, lightning, and cold resistances are capped with an ignite chance, ignite, chill, freeze, and shock avoidance of 8%. All right, so the map that we're going to be doing is a mid-range tier 7 map. It's a waste pool map, and I just decided to add a additional magic monsters mod, just for you guys to see how the build works. All right, so let's get into some gameplay. Oh my god, what the hell? Yeah, I've been having troubles with my left click of my mouse. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, which really sucks. All right, here we go. So yeah, I've been playing since a while ago, and you have to forgive me, guys, because my latency is actually pretty bad. I have no idea why my My connection is actually pretty good. I'm able to download files or watch videos without any problems at all. It's just that I'm not exactly sure what's been going on with Path of Exile today. You know, they probably have a lot of gamers playing, you know, exactly today, so that's why I've been having a little bit of trouble when it comes to my latency. So yeah, you have to forgive me if I'm gonna try my best not to die because of lag. So I'm not going that much into the fray if I know that the enemies are going to be if the enemies are going to be powerful or dangerous, I should say. Alrighty then. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, alright, so it's dead now. Alrighty then. So, oops. Alright, so we have our we have a strong box over here. So let's try and alright. So this is going to be a little bit dangerous because it freezes us. Alright, and it explodes. Okay, here we go. Get out of the way! Alright. No, that's good. You know, sometimes because when I open, you know, boxes or anything similar to this one, what happens is I get stuck, and then, you know, I get a very bad desync and ooh, superior grace. I get a pretty bad desync and, you know, I die immediately. So yeah, sometimes it's a bitch. Oh really? Come on. So yeah, as you can see, so the build is working quite well up to now. Although although our life is, you know, still very low, so that's why I'm still not doing, you know, higher tiered maps. Once I get to probably 4.3k and above, that's the time that I will, you know, do probably you know, high level tier maps. Alrighty then. But overall, you know, the build is actually pretty good. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the overall damage. As you can see, what is it? It's at 32 with only one power charge. It's at 32% when it comes to the crit chance. You guys pay attention to it. I'm gonna pay attention to the game. All right, it's at 37.30, which is actually, yeah, it's actually pretty low. But then, you know, when we level up our gems some more, I don't think that I have my critical strike chance. Oh my god, lag! At max level. I think it's at only level 19. So with level 20, yeah, it's quite low. Yeah, I really need to get. I really need to manage my resistance some more in order to get, you know, some jeweled socket that will further increase the critical strike chance of our build in general, you know. Alright, sorry for the cut there, guys. I lost my way. And I didn't really want to waste your time. So, anyway. So, I'm guessing that the boss is already somewhere here. No, not here, not here. Yeah, this is usually going to the top. The boss is usually on the bottom part. God, I really hate this. Alright, Golem's dead again. Ow! Ow! What the fuck? Ouch! What the hell? Alrighty then, so we didn't die right there. Yeah, he's definitely here on the lower left side, probably. Oh god, my mouse is acting again! No, hold on. Ah. Okay, okay. We're good. Whoa, don't want to get in the middle of this. Okay, so we have a 6 socketed weapon, which I will vendor. Rhyme Pulse Blood. Okay, anyway. So yeah, we've almost completed the map. Alright, so this is definitely where the boss is. Empower. Oh, another empower. Jesus Christ, I already have like 4 of those. Oh, God, I really hate the poison. Okay, so this is the boss right here. Hold on, let's just get these guys up first. Oh, Herald! I hate Heralds! Heralds are the worst next to... Heralds are the worst next to... bearers. Ah! God! Get out of there! Get out of there! Wait, hold on. God, Jesus Christ. This boss is toast! Alright, so he's dead. Haha! Alright, so again, before I end the video, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys for the next part of my video. Have a good one. Teleport! Teleport again, teleport over here. Teleport over there, come on, you son of a bitch! Oh!